Hi, you guys. I'm coming to you today with some very interesting conceptual ideas, thoughts that I have about weight loss, but honestly, this is about any area of your life. So when I started the life overhaul, and I started doing the life makeovers and started recording it and posting it, right? In there, I mentioned that I believe in The Secret, and someone asked me what The Secret is. So even though there's a link, which I'll put a link right down here, I'm going to give you the gist, okay? Because The Secret has been working quietly in my life, and I really picked up on it this last week. Like last week, I noticed it and I said, hey, wait a minute, this is The Secret working here, like duh. And then now it's kicked into like overdrive. So I want to share what that is because I watched some videos yesterday that in furtherance of my understanding of The Secret, and I learned something that I kind of already thought was true. So that it was a thought that I had and I believed it could be true, and now I believe it is true. And what I mean by that is it is now my belief, not like I question it, right? Or that's my understanding. It's like literally it is a belief of mine. And that is what I want to talk to you today about, is like actually how important our beliefs are, especially in weight loss. And if you're struggling right now with your weight loss, either pre-op, post-op, or no op, right? You don't even want to have surgery. I think that this is a concept that you might want to hang in there, because I don't know how long I'm gonna be yapping about this in this video, but very interesting, and I'm not going to be able to talk about it super clearly because it's still a little fuzzy as far as my ability to be able to teach it. So usually when I understand a concept well enough to put it into practice in my own life, that doesn't necessarily mean that I understand it in a way that I can explain it well enough for somebody else to understand it well enough for them to put it into practice in their life. And so what I'm going to do is down here in the links refer you to the original videos because they can explain it better. However, I want to explain another theory to you first about learning and what I know about learning. So this is your brain, okay? And you can only hold this much knowledge, okay, at a time. And in order for it to be yours and for you to own it, you have to drink it, okay? So this is your cup for learning. And to learn it, you drink. And then here, I come along, your teacher, with this big thing of knowledge, right? So, and it doesn't matter how big this thing is, right? And it doesn't matter what size this is. This is always way bigger than this. And I can pour this at any rate I want, right? But what's going to happen is if I don't stop and let you take a sip, I'm going to run out of room. And then I'm going to be pouring and I'm going to make a mess all over the table, the floor, and everything. And you're not going to learn any more than you would have if I'd have just stopped pouring. So in order to learn something, you have to drink from the cup and make room for more. And you have to get it and understand it in order for what's left in here to make sense. So it doesn't do any good for me, the teacher, to pour faster than you can take it in. And not just to hear it and even to understand it, but sometimes you have to go to the practical application of something, take it from theory to application before you can drink more. Sometimes you have to, learn how to do something, screw it up a lot, fumble around, and then you come back to your cup, teacher, give me some more, you drink, and then you understand it better and you're able to apply it better. However, until you've actually tried it through application, we can sit here and talk about it all day. And you can think you understand it all day, but until, it's kind of like when you had a baby, right? We all thought we knew what having a baby was going to be like till we had one, and then we were like, crap, this isn't what I thought it was going to be like. Okay, so now that you understand that, So what, and this goes true for The Secret, because this is something that I watched The Secret for the first time back in 2012, maybe 2013. Okay. And also around that same time, I watched the movie Eat, Pray, Love, which I also have mentioned. And I'm going to read the quote or whatever. By the way, really quick, this is my spoon. My little, see how tiny it is? My little itty bitty spoon and my little itty bitty cup. This is for success for weight loss surgery. And I wanted you to see my little itty bitty plate and my very little itty bitty fork. So you can see the size of my hand, right? That's some small shit, but that keeps me from overeating. Okay, most days. So here's the quote from Eat, Pray, Love. And then I'm gonna read a couple of things that some people had made comments on it. Not to me or with me, but I copied them because I was like, wow, that's some kind of brilliant shit. So here's the quote, and it's called The Physics of the Quest. So it's a force of nature governed by laws as real as the laws of gravity. And the rules of quest physics go something like this. If you're brave enough to leave behind everything familiar and comforting, which can be anything from your house to bitter old resentments, and set out on a truth-seeking journey, either internally or externally, and if you're truly willing to regard everything that happens to you on that journey as a clue, and if you accept everyone you meet along the way as a teacher, and if you're prepared, most of all, to face and forgive some very difficult realities about yourself, then the truth will not be withheld from you. That was really powerful to me. And I don't know who wrote it. I don't know if the author Elizabeth Gilbert, who wrote Eat, Pray, Love, if that was her, if she like just made that shit up. Okay. But I know that I'm not the only person on the planet that found it wildly profound and took it to a very deeper level of my being, right? I'm not the only one. Okay, so, and I don't know, like, did she have some guru somewhere that made her think about shit like that, and then she wrote the book, and so she put it in there, and I don't know where it came from. But this was something that someone had made a comment on some chat forum, right? And this person said, what she speaks of in the paragraph is the natural unfoldment of human development. We can do it on our own or follow a specific path. The ancient occult schools gave direction on the path to enlightenment, awakening, or the real. Everything we do is part of that way. Everything that happens to us is part of that way. We are all manifestations of the universe, so it can be no other way. And even that, I was like, what the fuck? It blew my mind. Like, damn, that's deep shit, right? Someone else's comment that someone else had said on somewhere else, not even on the same site, right? So this was just me doing some further research this morning about it. Someone else said, I think the concept of quest physics is key to moving beyond whatever gray you're facing. Most of us have at least one thing that stirs inside of us, something we wish we could change or pursue, whether it be related to work, a certain relationship, health, wealth, or some other aspect of our life. I think that loosening our grip on that particular gray situation, I call it like my arrested situation, like being kidnapped and arrested, right? And opening yourself up to unknown opportunities and possibilities can reveal an entirely new reality and lead to the answer you are seeking. Yet again, right? Blew my mind. And the reason why is because I was just watching The Secret again, and these same words are coming to me. Okay, these same words of opportunities, possibilities, answers, seeking knowledge, having the truth, right? Enlightenment, epiphanies, just mind-altering understanding, okay? So there was another one, but here was okay. Here's one more. So no one's life should be rooted in fear. We are born for wonder, born for joy, for hope, for love, to marvel at the mystery of existence, to be ravished by the beauty of the world, to seek truth and meaning, to acquire wisdom, and by our treatment of others, to brighten the corner where we are. That was Dean Koontz from Life Expectancy. I don't know who those other people were, but and then someone else said it's not crazy to believe in miracles. It is just crazy not to believe in the miracles you sit around waiting to happen. I'm not so sure that that person wrote that in the correct English. I've read it like 17 times this morning trying to wrap my brain around their grammar, but whatever. Anyway, so let me now tell you what the secret is, okay? If you don't know, now you're gonna learn it. And if you did know, maybe some of what I'm gonna talk about today is gonna give you maybe a deeper understanding. I don't know, okay? But, so the secret is a book that was written by a woman who learned this thing about a fundamental truth about the way the world works. And as this is my understanding of how this came about, as known as The Secret. Okay, I don't know if it had other names or whatever, because a lot of people have done it, and all she did was write a book about it, or actually I think she made the documentary first, I'm not sure. Anyways, so there is a documentary called The Secret, and you can watch it for free on Netflix. I will put the link down in here again. You can watch it probably for free on YouTube, watch it for free on Google Play, I don't know, but I know that you can watch it on any corner of the internet for free, okay? So this is just like in the physics of the quest, where they say it's a law of nature, just like gravity is a law of nature. You can believe in gravity or not, but if you jump off a building, you are still bound by that law, whether you believe it or not. And that's The Secret, is the same way. The physics of the quest. If you set out on that journey to seek whatever it is you're seeking, and everything that you see is a clue, every person you meet is a teacher, and you're willing to look at yourself for who you truly are, truth won't be withheld from you. The Secret, same thing, another law of the world, right? Another law of the universe. It's the law of attraction, that what we put out there is what we get back. That's why people talk about doing affirmations, right? Where you write little notes to yourself, but hang them up all over the house of what you know you are, what you want to be, right? And that you say positive things about yourself and you don't say negative things. Like attracts like, so you want to make sure be in a good mood, hang around good people, right? When you hang around people in a bad mood, hang around bad people, that's the kind of shit you're going to get. When you complain, you're going to get more of what you're complaining about, right? And I teach this stuff in my class all the time, every time, okay? So that's The Secret, the law of attraction, that if you will it, you will have it. If you ask, you shall receive. Like we all have our own little personal, genie with our own little Aladdin's lamp, and all we need to do is rub that lamp to get that genie to come out. And he says, your wish is my command, right? And what The Secret teaches us in the hour-and-a-half documentary, which I highly recommend you watch it first. I cannot state this enough, because just like when I was talking to you about the cup, right? I really don't think if you watch the other two videos that I just recently watched, and now I'm watching a third and a fourth and a fifth video, and I've got like my playlist is just full at the moment of videos I want to watch. I had to drink that. I had to drink that first thing. I had to understand it. I had to apply it to my life. And I've been applying it to my life for years. And I usually try to watch The Secret at least once a year, because every time I watch it, I get a deeper understanding of what that means. I hear something new, right? Which is what happened again last week. I heard something new, right? And I went, oh, and when I'm in that moment, when something's just, right on the the tip of the iceberg, right? I have to like stop the world and I have to get in it, because if you disturb me in that moment, I'm going to lose it. So I need to grab onto it. I need to jump onto the tip of that iceberg and ride it until I have consumed it and that I understand it, because I don't want you to knock me off, right? Okay. So the law of attraction. So basically what you do is you ask for what you want. And the most important thing is that you believe what you ask for. You have to actually believe this shit, that you have to believe that you can get it. You can't sit there and be, and this is a deeper understanding that I just got, that I was like, okay, they say it in there, but I wasn't getting it, right? So you can't just say, oh, I want to be skinny, right? Because what I just learned today is that, and you got to watch the first one so you can get this thing, okay? These paradigms, and I didn't really even know what paradigm meant or whatever, and it doesn't really matter what the actual definition is, because what only matters is what it means in this theory, is that when we are children and we're born till they say about age 7, that like a computer, we are getting our default programming from age 0 to 7. And that everything we see and do and learn, and our parents teach us, and their kids teach us, and our environment teaches us, and everything that we touch and experiment with and everything like that is what's writing the basic default program of this computer, Michelle's computer, right? Your computer. And when you try to learn something new, say beyond this age, and the older we get, the more that our conscious mind gets involved, what we want, right? What we see, what we can, and kind of what I got out of this video today, our conscious mind is what we get from our senses, which is touch, smell, taste, eyesight, and hearing. Where our subconscious mind, it's something, no one can see your mind. They can see your brain, right? Just like, we can see, we'll just pretend this is a computer, right? It's my iPad. So we can see the hardware, right? You can see me, you can see my eyes, my nose, my mouth, my ears, my fingers, right? You can see the hardware, but we can't see the software. Just like we can't see the software of us. We cannot see our mind, yet it exists, right? And we think about it, and you got all these neurons and axons and all these kind of shit in your brain, right? And all this energy that's running around all these, nerve endings in your brain. But how does that make a memory? How does that make it experience? How does it say, move your arm, chew this food, sneeze, whatever? How, we can't look at it. There's no way to write that program. Like, we can't write down the instructions of how to create a program for this computer, right? Yet, this is what they're talking about in this video that I watched yesterday, was about how to do reprogramming. Because let's just use losing weight, okay? Because that's what most of you are here to watch, whatever the fuck dumb shit comes out of my mouth, right? So, all right, so we're trying to lose weight, whether we're successful doing it on our own, whether we're having surgery, whatever it is, right? That somewhere along the line, the success that we have is going to fail us, and we're going to revert back to either stop losing weight or never really get much done in the first place, or, lose to a certain point and at some point gain it back. And I think most of us that have, if you're having weight loss surgery, you've probably attempted weight loss before you came to this, and you've done it, and whether you did it with success and then ultimately put it back on, or you couldn't do it at all. That we've tried it, right? And we know how difficult it is. And how do we get that? When we first get into something, we're like, do it with gusto. Oh, I can do this. And oh my God, we can eat healthy, and we can exercise and go to the gym. And oh my God, our life's all about being healthy and blah, 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 right? And then one day, something happens, right? Either something big or something little, but whatever it is, it just spooks us. It knocks us up, it derails our train off of our track, right? And like every car behind it on that train. Boom, 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 boom. Everything comes off the track, and there's no way in hell you can get it back on the track, right? I mean, you have to have this wild, disastrous mess for a long time too. You got to put all the weight back on, then get totally, you know, depressed and miserable and blah, 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 before you can ever even attempt to put that train back on the track again. Very rarely do we have a trip, right, that we trip and we fall and we get right back up and right back on track. Usually it turns into a complete and utter disaster before we ever get back on track again. So when I hear this, I'm like, yeah, I've been there probably 10, 15, 20 times in my adult life of trying to lose weight, right? So what happens is what I was just learning. So you have this general idea of the secret, right? That what we ask for, that we get on the same energy frequency, okay, with the universe. And again, someone can explain this better in these videos. I'm giving you my shorter version. I'm trying to keep this under 30 minutes if I can. So we put it out there and we get it back. We want to get on the same vibration as the thing that we want. However, this video that I watched yesterday is like, it's not the universe, it's our brain, right? This is so like really smart person shit. Like I said, this is where I start to go, oh God, it almost hurts my brain. I get it, I understand it, but I can't explain it to anybody else. But suffice it to say, the default programming that we've had since we were kids kicks in. It's running in the background. Doesn't matter what the fuck you try to do. Doesn't matter that you want to lose weight, that you want to earn more money, that you want to quit gambling, that you want to quit smoking, that you wanted to blah, 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 right? Doesn't matter. Because you don't believe you can. You don't believe you deserve it. Something's running in the background that says, not you. Not you, Michelle. Oh, Susie, she can lose weight, but not you. She deserves it, you don't. She's capable, you're not. There's something in that programming. That's what's going on. That's the thing that kicks you off the train track. Is your own fucking brain, right? Kicking you off the damn track. So, like, watching this video yesterday, like, I just knew, for all these years since I've learned the secret, I just knew that there's a biological, scientific explanation for this fuzzy little thing called the universe, right? For this fuzzy little thing called the secret, that, you know, what you put out there is what you'll get, okay? Because I've watched the secret work in my life. My current husband I got with the secret. I wrote out a list, no shit, wrote out a list. And that's the day the universe plucked him out of his life, and 30 days later he contacted me. And now we're married. And he's everything on that list. Everything I wished for. Every single thing on that list is him, and that was the secret. And when that happened on our first date, I was like, poof, right? Especially when he told me the day that he became available, right? And I went back and I looked at the date of the day that I wrote that list, and it was the exact same day. I kid you not. I was almost freaked out because I was like, damn, the secret does work. Okay, but I've seen it work. So anyways, I've seen it work with some other stuff. So right now, here's the thing, that when you put it out there, okay, so here's another part of the secret. So when you put out there what you want, we'll just say how to lose weight, right? And once you are clear on what your intention is, so you have to be clear, what is your intention, right? Because you can't give it to you if you don't tell it what your intention is, right? What the hell was I gonna say? Oh, okay. So once you put it out there, once you make your intention, right? Then these little clues start coming. And it's up to us to see it, to hear it, to use our conscious mind to see it when it comes, because our subconscious mind already saw it, right? But our conscious mind is our physical, right? It's the one that controls our eyeballs and shit like that, right? So we have to see it. We have to lean into it quickly. And we have to go, hey, I thought I was... And if you remember, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, when I started that first video, the reason that I started all of this is because I was at home for 2 days, and I was flipped on the TV, and there was this dude on TV, right? Talk about his new book. And I thought, you know, it was a short little thing. I said, that's cool. And then I forgot about it. Then I turned on the TV the next day, right? And there he was again. I thought, that's weird. What the fuck am I even doing home anyways? I was supposed to be at work, right? But I'm at home sick. Why was I here today? I was here today to see that on TV. That's why I was here that day. I was here that day to see that guy on TV. Make no mistake, that was the secret. And there's the one thing that, because I believe it, and this is what's getting kind of freaked out here, is because I actually believe it. I believe in the secret. So you can change this basic default program, right? So I used to believe that I wasn't capable. I used to believe that I wasn't worthy. I used to believe that I wasn't deserving. I used to believe those things for most of my life, right? I used to believe it was for other people and not me. So how you change this programming, and this is crucial, so pay attention for losing weight, right? And again, you're gonna have to watch these videos I put links to, and probably in the order that I do it too, because you gotta drink from the cup first, right? Is you have to change what you believe. So in order to change what you believe, you have to unlearn what you know. You have to unbelieve what you believe, right? And you have to learn something new. You have to open your mind to new opportunities and possibilities. You have to open your mind to an alternate possible future, right? You have to open your mind for a new belief to take place. And once I started to believe these things and started to believe that I can, right? That I am deserving, worthy, and all this other stuff, right? And I am capable. And it isn't just for somebody else. Fuck that bitch. It's mine, right? It's for me. All of a sudden, it started coming. And the more I started changing the way I believed, but I didn't know this yet. It was just naturally happening because I already believed. Because I have believed that thing, physics of the quest, right? I have believed that everything out there is a clue. I believe that, okay? And that everybody out there, everyone I meet, in one way or another, good or bad, everyone I meet is a teacher. So I already believed that. So when it came, I saw it. And I was able to take it for what it was. And when I saw the secret happening, okay, in my fight for my life, I told y'all I'm fighting for my life, right? So when I saw it, I said, son of a bitch. Because when you want something, it may not come the way you think it's going to come. Okay? So I want this, right? And the way it's going to happen is up to the universe, right? And it will bring you the way. It's not up to you to figure out the how. You just need to know the what, right? And the how is going to come to you. You just got to have your eyes, ears, your senses open, your conscious mind open to see it, hear it, take it in, and lean into it, grab it, and go, oh my God, that's my clue. That was my teacher. Let me get that, right? So I'm actually, now that I've heard this guy talk about the actual scientific biological thing that's going on in our brain that writes the program, that rewrites the program, how to rewrite it, that's what I'm doing. And I said, shit, I could do this with everything. Oh my God, right? So then I go fucking watching another damn video, and it got to a point where my brain couldn't even handle it. You know what happened? My fucking cup was full, right? And I'm watching these videos, porn. Okay, that was, that's the secret. That was funny, I'm sorry. Okay, so, right? And I'm watching these videos and they're pouring this shit in there, and I haven't taken enough, I didn't drink enough yet, so I can't do more till I drink more. It actually was almost like hurting my brain. And so I had to go away and watch some stupid reality TV shows to like purge for a minute, so that I could come back and watch that video, the rest of it, so that I could really like get it. And I almost feel like I just evolved as a human being. Like I just went from a Neanderthal to whatever the next evolutionary step was in humankind, right? That's how I feel. Like I literally just evolved as a human being. And that's some fucking badass shit. And this is, you guys are watching me totally geek out on learning. This is kind of fucking spazzo shit that I do, right? And I've been wanting to, and I'm actually glad that I didn't tape this morning when I first wanted to, because I finished watching that video, so then I kind of understood more. And that's really all I can do right now for you guys as far as the understanding, like helping you to understand it, other than to say, you got to watch it. Know that if you're having trouble losing weight or trouble with anything, there's some programming going on, some faulty programming in your brain it's a default program. And there's nothing you can do unless you rewrite the program, which means you got to rewrite your beliefs. And you got to really do what's necessary to really fucking believe that you deserve it too. Okay? I trust, and I have not been losing weight, because I've been going through some stress shit, right? But whatever. But here's the thing. I let those fucking bitches make me feel like I wasn't worthy of losing weight. Made me feel guilty for looking good and feeling good and going, fuck yeah, I look good in these jeans, right? I'm fucking smoking hot, right? Making me feel guilty, right? I got some people at work that, one person, even though I see her every day, bitch has not once in over a year, not once said to me, you know what? You're looking really good. I'm proud of you. Or just, dang, you're looking good, right? It's just a sick bitch, okay? But she's not the only one. And you're all going to have people like that in your lives too. So you got to be willing to take care of yourself. So anyways, I let them knock me off track. But it was easy because I didn't believe it anyways. Does that make sense? I didn't really believe I deserved it anyways. So it was easy for them to do that to me. So now I have what I need. And if I fuck this up, it's going to piss me off because I'm smarter than that shit. You know what I mean? So I think I've got what I need. And I'm just trying to help you have it too. Because I see a lot of people have surgery and put the weight back on. I see a lot of people have surgery and not lose weight at all. Got 2 friends right now fucking up wildly, right? And I'm just like, damn. So, you know, I mean, you can fail your sleeve, but I believe your sleeve won't fail you. So if it's not working, it's you, it's not your sleeve. It's you, it's not your surgeon, okay? And so because I believe that, I have faith that my sleeve is going to take care of me for the rest of my life. Just like my car. It'll go exactly where I tell it to go. But not if I don't put gas in it. Not if I don't change the oil, right? Not if I don't take care of it. Okay, the car doesn't drive itself. It's not the fucking Google car, right? It's not a self-driving car. So I still have to be the one that's sitting in the driver's seat and I'm still steering, right? The car doesn't do it for me. The car is just a tool to get me where I need to go. And that's exactly what your sleeve is. It's just a tool to get you where you want to go. And that's a better life. It's not being skinny. It's a better life. And being skinny is a better life. And I deserve it and you deserve it. And I'm worthy and you're worthy. Okay? And I can and you can. And it isn't just for her. It's for you and me. And that's what I got for today. So, hope you like it. Bye.